It's no secret that Fortnite ain't the same game that it once was. Fortnite has changed a lot in the last 6 years. Fortnite is now this game that has creative maps everywhere you look. So today in this video, I'm going to explain the ways I would fix Fortnite. The first thing I would fix is move creative mode to its own separate section. Creative mode takes up so much space on the Discovery Center that it's hard to find your normal Battle Royale modes, and it's harder to pick a game mode that you want to play. I feel like Fortnite really needs to add a separate tab, maybe next to in the Discovery tab, but a separate tab. Like if you click another button, it'll take you to the creative mode. Put Battle Royale, put like the main game modes like for Battle Royale and all that there, and creative mode on a separate tab. And I think a lot of us could agree that creative mode takes up so much space on the Discovery tab because Fortnite wants to push creative mode to its limit. And somehow people are falling for it. They want to turn Fortnite into this Roblox type game mode. And it's kind of making me kind of sick because I feel like Fortnite as its game has kind of lost its flavor in the last couple months because of creative. I mean, still the brain rot will sometimes get 400,000 more players than Battle Royale will, which is kind of messed up whenever you think about it because Fortnite Battle Royale is what they constantly update. But Fortnite really don't make creative modes themselves, and it needs to be kind of fixed because they promote it way too heavily. But when you think about it, Fortnite doesn't really do anything with their main game mode. The next thing I would fix is I would bring back the live events. If you remember, it felt like every time a Fortnite live event happened, everybody got excited. I mean, whenever a live event happened, people would flock to Fortnite. They would talk about the live event for 2 weeks. I remember when the black hole happened, when Fortnite was down for like 2 or 3 days. It's all everybody talked about on social media. It was like, when's Fortnite coming back up? When's Fortnite coming back up? Now, it feels like when there's a live event, if there's a live event, Fortnite, nobody cares. I want to bring that excitement. I'd love to bring that excitement back to Fortnite with a live event. People want more live events. I mean, they tried to do one in OG back a couple months ago with the rocket launch. They don't know another one since, and I wish they would in OG because I think OG would be perfect, and I'll get to OG in a little bit, how I could fix OG. But I think live events should return to Fortnite. The next thing I'll fix is all the multiverse modes. See, when Fortnite Multiverse came out, there was so much hype for multiverse, all the multiverse modes, like Festival, Rocket Racing, Lego. Now, it feels like there is really no hype. The only time there ever is really hype for these modes is when Festival puts a new season pass out with new artists like Sabrina Carpenter, Metallica, Gorillaz, when they put them out. Now they've done this Fortnite original one, and there's not really a lot of hype for it. And Lego has a Lego pass, and I'm pretty sure people just grind that out to get the skin and don't actually play Lego. Rocket Racing, on the other hand, doesn't get no players anymore. Rocket Racing is pretty much a dead mode. So what I would do is I would take Rocket Racing out of the game in its entirely. They don't update the game mode. I would probably leave it in, but I would probably take it out, honestly. I'm thinking about it right now. I'll take Rocket Racing out and leave Lego and combine all the Lego modes into its own tab as well. The multiverse modes, like how I have with creative, like I've already said with creative, I would put them on under their own tab. So Battle Royale, Multiverse, and creative, because it's all right there, and it's all very hard to get to what you're looking for. So maybe put more festival artists. I could think of that too. Maybe a Michael Jackson, some other like 2000s rock bands would be sick. Like, imagine how sick Nickelback would be in Fortnite. I don't think people put that together yet. Maybe like a jam track we could get like Rockstar or Photograph or something like that. I mean, that would be kind of cool. But I know Fortnite fan bases would probably hate that. Now let's talk about Save the World, aka how Fortnite started. So I would honestly keep Save the World because I think there's a massive player base for Save the World that wants Save the World to thrive. But the one thing I would fix is how those V-Buck packs you can buy in the item shop that come with a skin, access to Save the World, how you use them. I think that those V-Buck packs, you should be able to do them in Battle Royale. For one reason, and my reason only, is that the challenges are kind of hard when you sit there and think about it. You're like, why do I feel the need to do this? Because you gotta think, most people that are buying them think you're going to be able to use them in Battle Royale. But in reality, you're not going to be able to use them because they're locked to Save the World. I think we should bring them over the Battle Royale as as packs you could do for daily quest. Make a little challenge to them, like make it you do 4 daily quests for one, 5 for another. Make them a little difficult because of where they come from. They come from Save the World. But how would I fix Save the World? Give it updates. I mean, this game, Save the World, hasn't been updated in years. You gotta think about that. So I think we should add constant updates to Save the World like we do Battle Royale. I'll get to Battle Royale next in a little bit, but Save the World needs to have some updates. Maybe some events, like a Christmas event, an Easter event, a summer event. Something like that would get players back to playing Save the World. And I don't think people realize that, but Save the World was Fortnite's start. Battle Royale was created in 2 months. Save the World's how Fortnite got started. And I think we could fix Save the World very easily when we think about it. And now I want to talk about Blitz, Reload, and OG. I genuinely believe all 3 of these modes are great. I think OG is a great throwback to the OG of Fortnite, the original seasons of Fortnite. Plus, if the rumors are true, we're getting more seasons of OG that are going past Season X. I think that's amazing because I think there was a storyline in Season X that we never finished. Like, what happened to the OG map? What happened to that map? I think it's a good idea that they're continuing this mode well into 2026. And I think we should fix one thing about the mode is the loot pool needs to be that season's loot pool. We don't need to add different guns were not in that season. We should have the same weapons that were in the seasons, like Season 6. We need a Season 6 loot pool. Do sporadic events, like a weekend event where the Zapatron comes back for a day. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that was fun. The Zapatron's a fun weapon to use whenever they added it back finally. But I think that we need to make sure that Fortnite keeps the same loot pool that we had. Plus, bring back the live events from those seasons. Blitz, on the other hand, I think Blitz needs weekly quest. Blitz is one of the best game modes I think Fortnite's ever added. Hands down, Blitz is one of the best, one of the funnest game modes Fortnite's had in years at this point. So I think Blitz needs some quests. I think Blitz needs a ranked mode because I think ranked Blitz would be a little bit more competitive than what standard Blitz is. And then Blitz needs some build mode. Needs a build mode, 100%. I've heard that from a lot of people. Blitz needs some building into it, I feel like. Now, Reload. I feel like Reload, there's not a lot you could change about Reload. But maybe not have so many maps for the game mode. The first 2 are fine. The Squid Games map has kind of ran its course. The Halloween map is alright. I mean, it's not the best mode for it. But I feel like there is a lot you could do with Reload. And I really can't think of what you could do with it. Maybe some better ranked stuff. Something like maybe if you grind rank, you get a skin. I think that would be good. But as of Reload, I can't really think of anything. But OG really needs the original loot pools. And maybe some of the original movement. Keep mantling. But sprinting. Keep mantling, sprint. I think it's the only ones like the original, the new stuff that's in it. But like, to an extent. But mantling maybe should stay. Sprinting I really don't think should. Now next for Battle Royale, I really think Battle Royale need consistent updates like we had back in Chapter 1. And for a little bit of Chapter 2, we had some decent, consistent updates. Like during Season 4 and Season 5, there was good updates for those seasons. But I feel like Battle Royale needs some updates. Because you need to sit there and think about Battle Royale. You're playing it because it's the original game mode. And I know a lot of people have switched to playing Blitz. Even to Lulu, people want to play that more because of proximity chat. People want to talk to people. People want to communicate. So I believe once Delulu is ran its course at the end of the year, we should add proximity chat to standard Battle Royale as a separate tab. I mean, it doesn't have to be connected with Battle Royale. It could be when you go to the little thing or you pick solos, duos, squads, you could be a little trigger up there you can turn on and it turn on proximity chat and you can communicate with people in the game and have fun. And you can have the 100 players like in Battle Royale. But I feel like that's one way you could fix Fortnite right now is by adding proximity chat to standard Battle Royale, a game mode that doesn't have that. And I think that would work to an extent. I really think that would work. The constant updates, I think, would work. Maybe just... And another thing is, keep some of the OG weapons in Battle Royale. We don't want all of these crazy weapons we have now. Bring the pump back. Bring the OG Scar. Bring snipers into Battle Royale again. That's just my opinion. We need some of these weapons in Battle Royale now. Because the loot pool feels dry. I mean, it's the same weapons. Most of them are the same weapons we've had since the first day of chapter 6. That's what I think that's the reason why I like the Star Wars season so much, is because there was new weapons to try out. And I think that's one reason I liked it, because it felt new, felt fresh to play, because there was different weapons than what we've already had in the game. And I think that's the ways you could fix Battle Royale to an extent. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the item shop and the Battle Pass. Now, I think now officially we should bring back OG Battle Passes. Charge a little bit more for the new players, but we give the old players the privilege of completing the old Battle Passes. That might be a hot take, but now since OG's back, it would make sense to bring back not all the OG passes. We need to keep some exclusive. But we did bring back Renegade Raider and Aerial Assault Trooper, and those were massive hits. Like, when those came back, I think a lot of people bought them because they didn't have the experience to buy them back then. Now, we could do that with Battle Passes. Say, around Christmas time, say this Christmas time, we get Season 2 of Chapter 1 to Season X. And you pay 1,000 V-Bucks. You get all the OG styles, maybe, and then the original players get some exclusive style for them being OG. I mean, that's not a bad idea when you sit there and think about it, because these OG players meant so much to the game that you would think they would get something in return. Now, at the item shop, I think we need to go back to the old design, the old layout. Just make it smaller and not put less stuff in the shop. Kind of separate it. I think it'd be sick if we added a collab shop, a separate tab, but for the collaborations. I think that's kind of good. And then for the normal Fortnite original stuff, have it in the OG item shop with the OG item shop design. Because I mean, back in first week of OG, when the original Fortnite OG came back, we had the old item shop for a couple of days, and it was kind of perfect. And now it feels like that flavor of Fortnite that we had is gone. So in conclusion, I feel like Fortnite is still a good game. I play Fortnite almost every day. I think Fortnite is really a good game, but there's some things that you could fix to Fortnite. And so if you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all with another video very soon. Thank you all for watching.